guys, I'm Glitter Valkyrie, and today we're going to pull on the Bridal Dreams banner. And every year with these bridal banners, they're always super hit or miss for me, and honestly, this year is no exception. There are some characters that I'm really excited for, and others not quite so much. So we will talk about all that as we pull, but let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so I think that our plan for pulling today is going to be to pull colorless and blue. And like I said, there were some characters that I was really excited to see on this banner, and the one that I'm the most excited for is the duo. I think that Tiki and Tiki are so cute together. I think the art is so well done, and if we get to 40 with nothing, of course we have to take them. I feel really bad for the people that are just adult Tiki fans because she still cannot escape young Tiki with this duo. But I am personally not bothered because I think that they are so adorable together, and I'm really happy with this. But I would also really like to get Sayuri today. She's a character that I really enjoyed in Awakening, and I feel like it took forever for her to get added to Faye, and I think that the art is amazing, so I'd really like to get her too. And so those are the ones that I'm really excited for on this banner, and I'm sorry to say that I'm not so excited for the other two. It's not because I dislike them. I think they're fine. I think the art is really nice, but I would really have preferred to see some other characters on this banner, like Lucina or Olivia, and I know why they went with what they did, but for me, I would have preferred to see some other characters. So sadly, I really don't have much to say about them. So I think that we can probably answer viewer questions. And as always, if I don't get to yours, I'm really sorry. I will try to do it in a future one. And if you think of a question you want to ask me, just leave it in the comments with #question, and I will be sure to put your question on my list. And so our first question today comes from Lightbulb, and they ask, the frustration of no follow-up engage banner has been felt by a lot of people now, including myself. So how do you feel about its absence so far? Oh gosh, I am right there with you. Like every single month, I'm thinking this is going to be the month with Engage, and it never is. And now with like June coming up, I don't know if I want it to be June because I can't remember if that's the midpoint banner or like the month after. And if it's a midpoint, then that's going to take a spot away from Engage. So I don't know what I want, but I want to see Diamant and all the characters that I love. And so yes, I am very frustrated with the lack of Engage. But thank you for that great question. And let's go ahead and answer our next one. And this is actually asked by a few different people. This comes from Winter Symphony, Anetta's Best Girl, and Royfan Fire Emblem. And they all asked about my hopes for an Engage banner coming up. And then I also had a bonus question from Winter, and they asked if I'm planning on replaying Blazing Blade since it was added to Nintendo Switch Online. So to start with the bonus question, I'm actually not planning on playing that because I don't have that subscription. So I still have my little, my cartridge from when I was a kid, and hopefully that still works if I want to replay. But as of right now, no, I am not planning on that. And as for the question about an Engage banner, I want to see Diamant. I will take any Diamant that they give me, even if it's a 4-star. I don't want him to be a 4-star, but oh my goodness, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, I love Louise, so this is amazing. Okay, let's check IVs. And she is plus speed, that's amazing. I'm super happy with that. But getting back to this very lucky question, I was saying I will take any Diamant they give me, but if I had my choice, I think that I would want him to be ascended so that he could be strong and in the regular pool. But I would also love to see like a rearmed Citrine, partly because like I never want to fodder her ever because she's like my second or third favorite character, but also because I want to see a rearmed Tome in the game. So yes, I would love to see those two, but what? How? Oh my goodness, that's like the most insane RNG. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's check IVs. And this one is plus HP. I will take that. That's insane. But getting back to this very lucky question, I was saying that I want to see Diamant and Citrine, but also Alchrist. I really want to see him too with like a really good bow. And then as for like the 4-star that we would get on that type of banner, oh my goodness, I'm pretty sure that's Olwen. You know what? I've always wanted to build her, so that's a really good pull for me. Okay, let's check IVs. And she is plus HP. I will take it. One day I am going to make her good. But getting back to this extremely lucky question, I was saying that if I had to pick a 4-star, I would choose Lapis because she is super endearing and I would love to build her up. But thank you. Oh my goodness, we got her. Oh my gosh, I love that art so, so much. Okay, let's check IVs. And she is plus defense minus res. I am so beyond happy with that. And I feel like we might as well pull the rest of the circle. Why not? With our 2 focus charges. But thank you so much, everybody. That was an insanely lucky question. And let's go ahead and answer our next one. And this comes from Shadow Ninja 2005. And they ask, if Diamant came to Heroes, which skills do you think he would have? So I think that when he gets added, he would be infantry, and I think that he could either be a sword or an axe, because I did use both on him. But I have the feeling that he would be added as a sword, and maybe he would get something like Calidbolg. I ran like a refined killing edge on him, and it was great, but but maybe they would do something like that. And I think that he would fit with like maybe a bulwark skill and like an Oath 4 skill for his C skill. But I think that if he ended up being rearmed, maybe they would like work something with soul into his personal skill, since all of the rearmed characters have those. And I will personally be very upset if he just gets soul as a special, because he deserves way, way better than that. But thank you for that great question. Okay, please let this be the duo. Okay, 3-star. And we get Setsuna. Okay, so let's go ahead and back out and we can answer our next question. And this comes from Dreamer. And they ask, which of the Fire Emblem avatars, Robin, Corrin, Byleth, Shez, and Alear do you prefer? So if you're asking about like my favorite overall, I think that probably female Corrin or maybe Alear would be my favorite. But if you're asking if I like the male or female avatars more, I can answer that too. So if we're starting with Robin, I would definitely choose female Robin. I always played as female Robin, so I would pick her. And then as for Corrin, definitely female Corrin. I actually don't like the male design, so definitely her. And then as for Byleth, that one's actually very tough because I think that I like the design for female a little bit more, but I love the voice of male Byleth so, so much. So I actually do like both. And then as for Shez, neither. I cannot stand Shez. But if I had to like choose at the end of the day, I guess I would choose male, but I really don't like either one. And then lastly for Alear, I think that one's tough too because I actually prefer the design a little bit more for male, but I love playing as female Alear. I actually prefer it, and I like her voice work a little bit more. So I do like both for that one. But thank you for that great question. Okay, please be the duo. Okay, Smoke. And we get Felicia. Okay, so let's go ahead and back out and we can answer our next question. And this was actually asked by 2 different people. This comes from Flying Hamster and Cosmic Starlight EX. And they both asked if I am planning on making any Honkai Star Rail Warp videos. And then they actually both had some bonus questions. Flying Hamster asked which characters in Star Rail I instantly fell for. And then Cosmic asked if I pulled on the Nerthus banner. So, as for the question about Honkai Star Rail Warp videos, I really don't know at this point because I feel like pulling in Star Rail is not the most exciting, like visually. I also don't like pom-pom, maybe that's part of it. And the character that I want the most by far right now is a character that's not like a focus, so I don't know how exciting that would be. So maybe if there's a character that I super want coming up, maybe I would do that, but as for right now, I don't really have a plan to make videos for that just yet. But if I had to pick a character that I instantly fell for, that is like the easiest answer ever. My answer would be Japard. Like as soon as I saw him, I knew he was the #1 husbando. I love his design. I love his voice. I love his gameplay, even though I still don't have him. He's the character that I want the most. I'm really hoping I can get him soon. But yes, he is my #1 character by far. And then as for the other bonus question about the Nerthus banner, I actually skipped that. Not because I dislike her, but because like I didn't really want the other characters that she shared with, and I'd love to get her as a pity breaker later, so that's what I did. But thank you for that great question. And let's go ahead and answer our next one, and this comes from Aura Mage. And this is actually an engage rapid fire round with 2 characters listed. And so I have to pick from each of those, and there were some DLC characters as well, but I have not played the DLC, so I can't answer those just yet. So let's get started. So the first one is Clan versus Fram. And while I like them both, I guess I would say Fram. And then Alfred versus Céline. Definitely Alfred. And then Boucheron versus Louis. Definitely Boucheron. And then Etier versus Chloe. I really didn't care for either one, but I guess Etier. And then Yunaka versus Anna. Easiest one ever, I would choose Anna. And then Diamant versus Alchrist. I do love them both, but at the end of the day, Diamant holds my heart. And then we have Citrine versus Amber. Citrine is like my second or third favorite character, so I would have to choose her. And then Lapis versus Jade. Definitely Lapis. And then Ivy versus Hortensia. You know what? I take it back. This is the easiest one. I would choose Ivy. I love Ivy. She's also like my second or third favorite character. And then we have Kagetsu versus Rosado. Oh gosh, this is so tough. You know, I really do love them both, but if I had to choose one, I would choose Rosado. And then we have Zelkov versus Goldmary. I do love them both too, but I would have to choose Zelkov. He's just too funny. And then we have Tamara versus Fagato. This is also really, really tough. You know, oh my goodness, oh my gosh. That is definitely Camilla, I can tell by the hair. Yes, I'm so excited to see her. She's amazing. Okay, let's check IVs. Oh my gosh, she is plus speed. That is amazing. Actually, I do have the form of her, so I guess I have to merge into that one, but I'm always happy with a merge for Camilla. And getting back to this very, very lucky question, I think we were up to Tamara versus Fagato, and honestly, I really can't choose because I love them both equally. And then after that, we have Panette versus Pandreo, and this is a very unpopular opinion, but I don't like either one. But if I had to choose, I think I would choose Pandreo. And then we have Marin versus Bonet, and I think I would choose Marin. And then Jean versus Seedal. I would definitely choose Seedal. I love Seedal. And then Linden versus Saphir. I think that I would choose Saphir. And then Vander versus Mavir. Super easy. I would choose Mavir. I love him. And then Alir versus Vale. That's really tough because I do love them both, but I think that I would have to choose Alir. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. My goodness, we got Fallen Rhea. That's amazing. I've really been on a kick with fallen units lately, so that's great. Okay, let's check IVs. And she has plus attack. That is amazing. Super happy with that. And we have to try at least one more time for the duo, so hopefully we can get them. Okay, we're going to pull all of these. We have to. But thank you so much, Aura Mage, for that very, very lucky rapid fire round. And let's go ahead and sneak in one more question. And this comes from Phantom Axel 1207. And they ask, do you have any plushies of any Pokemon? So this might be surprising, but I actually really don't have much video game merch outside from all the games that I buy. And I do not have any plushies. But if I had to choose, I think that I would pick my favorite Pokemon, Galarian Ponyta, just because they are so cute and I love them. But thank you for that great question. Smoke, please be the duo. And we get Clarine. You know what? Maybe this is a sign and we're going to get like a third one of her mom. That would be so funny. Okay, Smoke. Maybe this is it. Nope, it's Etier. Okay, so let's go ahead and back out and we can go ahead and spark. And of course, we are going to take the duo. That's a very easy choice. Oh my gosh, they are so cute. I love that art so much. I'm so happy we're able to get them. And we get the thing. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and end things here. I am so happy that we got the duo in Siri and the surprise Louisa's and all the other stuff too. This was really good. And if you were pulling on this banner, I hope that you get everything that you were looking for. I also want to end with huge thank you to everybody that submitted questions. I so appreciate you taking the time out of your day to do that. So thank you so much. And as always, thanks so much for watching and have a wonderful day.